Hey, what's up guys, this is Shukesh once again, and well, today I'm gonna do a very detailed speed test in between these two Xiaomi devices. On my left hand I have the Redmi 3s Prime, which is priced at 8,999 rupees, that is $135 US, and on my right hand I have the Redmi Note 3, which is priced at 10,000 rupees, that is $150 US. Yes, I have the 16 gig variant of Redmi Note 3, and I think that you will be more interested to see a speed test in between the base model of Note 3 and the 3s Prime, as the price difference is just 1000 rupees. Now this Redmi 3s Prime has got 3 GB of RAM, whereas you are getting 2 GB of RAM on this Note 3, and apart from this, the storage on the 3s Prime is 32 GB, whereas you are getting 16 GB of storage on the Redmi Note 3 here. But in other departments like the display, the CPU, GPU, camera, etc., the Redmi Note 3 outshines the Redmi 3s Prime. Is the Redmi 3s Prime worth buying when you can get the Redmi Note 3 at just 1000 rupees extra? Well, stay tuned, this speed test will definitely answer that question. Well, to start with, here on this boot test, the Redmi Note 3 is definitely faster, and there you go, the 3s Prime is also ready. Now the next test I'm gonna do is the fingerprint speed test. You have got fingerprint sensor on both devices, and let's check which one responds faster. Well, as you can see, the Redmi 3s Prime is momentarily quicker, though the difference is not that much, it's totally negligible, but still in this test the Redmi 3s Prime is the winner. Let's check what happens when the displays are already on, and once again the 3s Prime is the quicker one. Now in terms of user interface, both are extremely snappy, and I should mention here the old Redmi Note 3 is still running on Android 5.1.1 Lollipop, whereas you are getting the latest Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow on the Redmi 3s Prime. The MIUI version on the 3s Prime is also the latest 7.5.8, whereas the Note 3 still runs on MIUI 7.1. Now, as I mentioned before, apart from the display and the camera, there is a huge difference in the CPU and the GPU. As you can see, the score on the 3D Mark Gamers Benchmark is almost double on the Redmi Note 3 thanks to the very premium Snapdragon 650 chipset. Your gaming experience will be considerably better on the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3. Now I will run some system applications one by one. Let's start with the dialer, and there you go, the Redmi Note 3 beats the 3s Prime without any doubt. Next I will try the contacts menu, and well, I think it's a tie, or the Note 3 can be slightly quicker. Next I have the messaging application here, and once again the Redmi Note 3 beats the 3s Prime black and blue. Now I will be checking the very important camera here. Once again the Redmi Note 3 is the quicker. This was inevitable because the Redmi Note 3 is theoretically 2 times faster than the Redmi 3s Prime here. Well, surprisingly, here on the gallery, the Redmi 3s Prime was slightly quicker, I think. Here is the theme store, and once again the Note 3 is the quicker. Next I have the Play Store, and this time the 3s Prime was slightly faster. Next I will be checking the YouTube application. Almost at the same time. There you go, the unboxing of 3s Prime, and I think the 3s Prime actually started slightly quicker, though there is some ad on the Note 3. Next I have here some games. Let's start with the Subway Surfers. Well, the Redmi Note 3 has already started loading, and the 3s Prime is far behind. There you go, the Note 3 is ready, and the 3s Prime is still loading. So the crazy Snapdragon 650 is doing its job, and the Snapdragon 430 is not even close. I should also mention here you have got 6-core processor on the Note 3 and a quad-core processor on the 3s Prime. Once again the Note 3 is leading, and Regarding gameplay, the Note 3 will be definitely better, but there is one thing you should be considering. You have got a 720p display on the Redmi 3S Prime and the GPU has to push this lower resolution. That's why the gameplay on the 3S Prime is also not bad at all. So if you are considering the Redmi 3S Prime for the smaller screen, more user-friendly device size and the lower price tag, you should not be that much worried. The gameplay is just fine, though of course not as good as the Redmi Note 3 here. Well, I need to download few more files, so let's move to the next app. I also have the very premium Nova 3 on these phones, which is a very RAM demanding game, and I'm quite interested to see how does this Redmi Note 3 with 700 or 800 MB free RAM handle this game. Well, this time the Redmi 3S Prime loaded the game much quicker. The Redmi Note 3 lost this test. I think what's going on is there is actually less RAM on the Note 3 and it has to actually close or suspend some applications before opening this game, so it's taking some time. But don't worry, the gameplay is smooth, there is no lag or hiccup I have experienced on this Note 3. The only problem is if you are multitasking, you have to basically wait for the other application to load. Let me explain that. Here on the app switcher, as you can see, the free RAM on the 3S Prime is 1GB, that is around 900 MB is being used by the applications I have opened, whereas on the Note 3 the free RAM is not that much lower than the maximum free usable RAM as I have shown you at the beginning of this video by cleaning all these applications. The phone always keeps around 500 or 600 MB free RAM for the user interface, so if I try to open the very first application I have opened, as you can see the Note 3 is loading. The 3S Prime still have the application on the RAM. Let's try few more apps. Here I have the messaging app and once again the Note 3 is reloading. So this is something you have to bear with if you are considering the Note 3, or if you got the money you can get the 3GB variant of Note 3 or just this 3S Prime. Almost all the apps are reopening on the Note 3, so here on this RAM management test the Redmi 3S Prime is the big winner. Let's try some games as well, and once again the 3S Prime is the winner. So if you are multitasking, if you are comparing a product on Snapdeal, Flipkart and Amazon, or if you are messaging as well as gaming, browsing at the same time, reading an ebook, you have to basically get the 3GB variant of Redmi device. Well friends, we are almost at the end of this review and I hope that I've cleared your doubt. If I were you, I would get the Redmi Note 3 base model if my budget is not more than 10,000 rupees. Otherwise, the Redmi 3S Prime is a great device for everyday normal uses because the smaller screen is more user friendly and the camera on the Redmi Note 3 is also somewhat better. Please check the description below for a side-by-side comparison in between the cameras on the Redmi Note 3 and Redmi 3S Prime. This is Shukesh Banik, and if you have found this video really very helpful, please don't forget to subscribe and also thumbs up, share this video with your friends. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next review. Bye bye and keep in touch.